So the feeling of getting my first client felt better than when I hit 10K a month. And it also felt better than when I hit 20K a month. Now, the euphoria I felt when I signed my first client was like nothing I've ever experienced before. And I generally hope every single one of you watching this right now can experience the exact same feelings of that. So if you're starting out, you're looking for the quickest, fastest, easiest possible way to sign your first client, then you've happened to stumble across a very important video, one that I generally think can move the needle and cause breakthrough results in your business. Now, first of all, why should you listen to me? Well, I've hit 20K a month. I've done well over 6 figures in sales. I'm still a teenager. I'm turning 20 in a few months, but yeah, you get the point. I've been there. I've done it. I've been in your position. I know how painful it can be to not see any results, but I wanted to break this down. Now, I also know your attention span is probably absolutely shit because, once again, I've been in your position. You've probably already scrolled down to the comments and you've probably already looked on the side of your YouTube video where you can see all the other thumbnails and videos, and you probably decided what you're going to watch next. But please, I generally think this video can cause breakthrough results and get you one step closer to changing your life. So if you're going to do anything today, just watch this video all the way through, close your other tabs, don't go on your phone, take notes, and let's get into this. So let's say you want to get a client. Now let's zoom in. How are you going to get your first client? Well, what you need to do is the opposite of everyone else. Now, the reason it took me, and if you're not aware with my story, I've made a video a few weeks ago about my story, but it did take me 6 months to sign my first client. And it's embarrassing, it was painful, it was just like awful. Like I just sat in my room for 6 months and I could not sign a client. But the reason, because it's important I share this so you can learn from my mistakes and not go through the same constraints and bottlenecks that I did. The reason that happened with me was I reasoned by analogy. Now I'm going to write this here first and foremost. So reason by analogy, massive mistake. And I also was watching YouTube videos. So these two things, and I'll go back and forth, single-handedly took away 6 months of my life. And they will do the same for you if you don't listen up. So what I mean by this is YouTube. If you're looking for a shiny object or a shiny script, whether it's sales or an outreach script or something like that, you're just ruining your time and your life potentially. And let me explain why, because it's important. So imagine you've got 1,000 people or 2,000 or 10,000. Let me put times 1,000. They've also seen the exact same video you have come across. So when you try to implement the strategy that these YouTubers give you, it's not going to work because 1,000 other people have done the exact same thing. They've reached out to the same leads with the exact same script and the exact same offer. So if you see a YouTube, trend or a new SMMA AI agency, script or whatever, or model, do your absolute hardest to run away from it. So run away. And reason by analogy basically means that if you see someone doing something, do not just copy them. You need to innovate. You need to actually have the ability to be able to critical think and have non-binary thinking and other ways of thinking that isn't just reasoning by analogy. Because if we do what you're meant to do, which is first principles, and if we bring this down to first principles, and if you don't know what that means, Elon Musk, let me put it here, Elon, Jeff Bezos, all these other people use first principles thinking, which is essentially boiling the problem you're dealing with down. So first principles thinking. So this basically means boiling whatever problem you have down to its core truths. So what is true about client acquisition and appointment setting, which are two things you need to obviously get clients. So let's say appointment setting. So you need, obviously, to get a client, you probably need about 10 meetings. So that is well, you could argue, so that's not first principles, but I'm trying to make this as simple for you as possible watching this right now. But let's say you need 10 meetings because you've got a 10% closing rate, which is pretty standard if you're starting out. Your closing rate isn't going to be too high. So you need 10 meetings. Very easy to do. Now, how do you get these 10 meetings, or how do you get one meeting? What can I say right now that you cannot disagree with fundamentally? So to get a meeting, you need a human to basically say yes, to agree to get on a meeting. You cannot disagree with me there. Now, how do we actually get a human to say yes? Well, we need to cause resonance. Once again, this is something you literally cannot disagree with. So how do we cause resonance? You need to understand your niche's problems. So niche problem. And you need to have a solution. So you need to say to them that you've got a solution to their problem. Do you want to get on a meeting? And if that resonates, then they're going to say yes. Boom. Now you know how to get a meeting. So the problem is that most people don't understand this, because hopefully now you've got clarity around what actually is a meeting. And if you're looking if you're thinking, why am I looking over here? It's because I've got some notes. I'm not just I can't just speak for 20 minutes without, looking at some stuff. But yeah, essentially you want to remove everything you've been taught so far. So scripts, whatever they tell you on YouTube. And the reason this video is different is because, once again, I'm teaching you static principles that no matter when you watch this video, a year into the future, 5 years, 10 years, this way of thinking is going to be the same. It's going to stay in history forever. And it's an amazing way of going about this, because strategies come and go like the wind. From winter to summer to fall. That's literally what strategies are. They change all the time. So you need to understand how to think and how to use non-binary thinking, critical thinking, first principles thinking into your client acquisition approach. But now let's actually get way more in depth. So the problem is that you are here, right? I'm going to draw you. So you're here, you're sad, you don't have any clients, and you want money probably, and you want freedom. You probably want, not to be told what to do with your life. I'm just making these eyes bigger. Maybe you're crying. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But so basically the problem is that you're not taking action. So imperfect action, let me write this down. So imperfect action is better than no action. It's better just to send out volume. Now, in terms of what to actually do, you basically want to find your niche. And if you don't have a niche, get a niche. And you basically want to find out where they hang out. So I'll put this where. Where are they? Where do they spend most of their time? If you're working with coaches, cool, it's Instagram. If you're working with real estate, it's probably calling, or it's probably, emails or whatever. But find where your niche hangs out and target that platform. And then just start sending out volume, basically. And the reason is, if we actually build a client acquisition system, so let me do this. So I don't know what I'm doing. That is the worst thing I've ever built in my life. I'm trying to build this, but essentially, let me do this, explain this for you. So you've got, I'm trying to explain this. So you've got inputs. I'm sorry if my drawing is absolutely horrendous. And let's put latency here. Or lag. But then also you get feedback. So I'm going to put that here. So bear with me, I'm just building this for you so you understand. So you found out where your niche hangs out. You do one thing, which could be sending an Instagram DM. It could be sending Facebook, a LinkedIn, or an email, or cold calling. And let's say you do one of those actions. What's going to happen is, if you wait a long enough time, usually there's a lag of a week or two, you're going to get an output. This output can be yes or no, positive or negative, like a condition basically. So it could be yes or no, it can be positive or negative. but you're going to get some type of output, even if it is like nothing. And what that does is it allows us to get feedback. So now, if you were to put 1,000 as quickly as you can, and you wait, you're going to get 1,000 outputs in which you have more feedback. And the only reason you're not where you want to be in life is because your ability to make decisions, I think I spelled that wrong, but is faulty. You cannot make good decisions right now. And one of the reasons is because you don't have experience, but the other reason is because you simply have not put enough inputs to have the KPIs and have the metrics. So you don't have KPIs probably. You don't have metrics. You don't have any data. So of course you can't make good decisions. You've got no like actual tangible data to make decisions off. So that's why it's important you just put like as much throughput into your system, which is inputs, just another word for it, but you need to put as much inputs into your system as possible to get as many outputs, which even if it's negative, at least you'll have the data to be able to then change the inputs. And if you keep tweaking it, you're going to get good outputs. But the problem is most beginners never put enough inputs into the system. So that's why imperfect action is better than no action, because you're going to learn and then you can adapt. So once again, this is a static principle that no matter how much time passes or how long or in the future you're watching this, it's going to stay the same. So yeah, systems-based thinking is vital if you're a beginner, because what happens, let me put system-based thinking. I don't know if you can actually see that well, but this is thinking in systems. So you've got an input. If you wait a week or you wait enough time, this also can be called a buffer, because there's a buffer between the input and the output. But if you wait long enough, you're going to get an output. So always think in systems. Remove emotion, because what I see, right, is people do like 100 DMs, then they say it's not working, and then they cry, and then they change. And because you're constantly changing, you never actually have the data to make good decisions. So stick with one thing, stick with one niche, one service. I mean, not the service, because your offer can be adaptable, but the niche always stays the same, because you'll learn more about it, and the more you can, learn about your niche or know about your niche, then the more you're going to be able to resonate. Which, if we go back here, that's one of the key foundations or variables actually making this happen. So that's very important. Thinking in systems, not emotion, and make decisions based on your data, which you can only have if you just start doing. And right now you probably know what you need to do, you're probably just not doing it, so you're procrastinating. So once again, I recommend using first principles thinking when it comes to procrastinating and why you're not being able to do the work. But let me tell you, because I've done a lot of thinking on what I would do if I had to start out, so I actually want to give you a plan, right? So what I want you to do, right, is I want you to obviously write down your niche, and I want you to do some research on where they hang out. So where? So once again, you find your niche, you find out where they hang out. Then you want to build. Now, what I mean by build is you want to build a profile, or ideally a bit of a brand. So actually create. I'm not religious, but do what God did. Create stuff, okay? So create, not consume. So from now on, don't watch any more YouTube. Unless it's mine, obviously. No, I'm joking. But even so, like, just don't watch YouTube, because, as I mentioned here, thousands of other people have seen the exact same video that you watched. So the strategy will not work anymore. So it's just pointless. If you're going to watch YouTube, I recommend just going on it at the end of the day and just watching something for entertainment, not education. Because it's a dangerous, negative feedback loop. You go on YouTube, you watch one video, and the next thing you know, you've spent the last 2 hours watching pointless videos. So build a platform, or not a platform, build on the platform in which your niche are on, so you look credible. And then it's going to be inputs. That is simply all it is. Very simple. These 4 steps are going to allow you to get to where you want to be in life. So find your niche, find out where they hang out, build a brand on that platform. You can have YouTube as well if you want at the top of the funnel, because then you can put that. Let me put YouTube here. you can put that onto your brand, and then you can do inputs like outreach. But outreach will never work if you don't have a good profile. So that's why this is the third step. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Is because, yeah, the inputs, whether it's cold emails or anything, will not work if you don't have like a good brand. So that's why it's important to do this. And then you can have YouTube, and you can post your YouTube videos onto your Instagram or LinkedIn or whatever your niche hangs out, because then they're going to get nurtured in the middle of funnel. So middle of funnel. So if you're not familiar with what this means, basically, if we once again bring it down to, I actually want to make this a bit thicker. So you've got, I don't know why it's still not like what I want it to be. It's a bit weird, but you've got top of funnel. So top of funnel. You've got middle. And you've got bottom. So to put this very simply, right? That was awful. But to put this very simple, top of funnel is how you get attention. So you should have your offer, and your offer should resonate, as I explained. Middle basically means that we need to nurture. And this one basically means conversion. So at your top of funnel, you need to get attention around your offer. This can be, I mean, there's only two real options. You've got pull and you've got push. So if you're going to pull people towards your offer, which is also known as inbound, so creating content, running paid ads, and you've also got outbound, which is reaching out to people. Those are only the two real ways of getting attention. Middle, sorry, is like nurturing. So this is like essentially just educating, ideally with content. And at this stage, they're going to be solution aware. Solution aware. Now, at the bottom, this is conversions. This is how you convert them, which is going to be a sales call. So what we need to do is we need to reverse engineer this and find out how we can use these two platforms together to create as much attention as possible. So that is how it's done. You need to map this out. You need to actually build yourself your funnel on how you're going to go about this and build a plan, because nothing in life is ever good without planning. So yeah, hopefully this video helped. If it did, just give it a like and subscribe so more people can experience it. And also follow me on Instagram, because I also post way more value on there. So yeah, give me a follow on Instagram. That's all I ask. I'm not selling you anything. And yeah, if you like this video, then there's probably another one up here that you can watch. And also subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I'm going to post more and more value on this channel. So yeah, have an amazing day and check out some more content of mine.